All right, welcome everyone. I have Barney here with me. Barnaby Reason is his official name. And I'm here to interview Barney a little bit to give you guys a chance to get to know him because he is coming on board with SHiFT as a counselor. And we're very excited to have him. And he is way over in the UK on the other side of the earth. We're going international, people. So Barney, would you mind sharing with us a bit of your history and?
Well, firstly, I'm really thrilled to be involved with SHiFT. I think that of all the programs in the world that I'd want to be involved with, it's SHiFT right now. There's very little in the world that deals with food addiction, and nothing else deals with it quite like SHiFT do. And so from that perspective, I'm thrilled to bits. My own history is that I've been in recovery since 1987. So 36 years or whatever, initially with drugs and alcohol and other substances and other behaviors. And then for the last sort of 12 odd years, I've been in food recovery. And it was whilst I was struggling in food recovery that I actually met you, Tosca.
Yay!
And I was lucky enough to spend some time with you back then, and now here we are again with SHiFT.
We meet again.
We meet again. It's extraordinary, really. And
Yes, it is.
so my history is that I've been working in drug and alcohol treatment and recovery for quite some time, and I'm a trained facilitator in the Mankind Project too, which is a men's organization dealing with lots of issues around men growing up and what have you. And then I also have trained as a food addiction professional. So I'm a certified food addiction professional alongside all my other skills and qualifications. So I'm very excited to be able to use all of my skills and my care for people. I think that the thing that I really feel passionate about is doing my own work and also helping other people to do their work, and there's lots of modalities out there, and I try and lean on lots of different things that I've learned to help people that I'm working with. And I'm really passionate about people getting some freedom from food addiction, because in my experience, it's been the hardest of all the different addictions. I've dealt with sex addiction, gambling addiction, food addiction, drugs and alcohol, spending. So I have the full house. If I was playing poker, I'd win, but it's not quite as simple as
You're
that.
a winner.
I'm a winner. That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like a winner. I feel like a winner. And in fact, there's a great saying in GA, which is Gamblers Anonymous, that you've got to admit you're a loser before you can become a winner.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
I really like
I
it.
haven't dabbled in GA. Yes. So
Well,
you've worked with a lot of 12-step programs
a
then.
lot of different 12-step programs, and a lot of different types of modality too. So from shadow work, which is like psychodrama, through to some gestalt, through other modalities, and learning a lot of the inquiry methods that Amanda uses. And I'm really excited about what this is going to be for me in my next part of my journey.
Yeah.
And it too, because I have no idea. I know that I like the work that I've seen, and I was recently lucky enough to do an intensive, and I loved it. I thought that it was fantastic and really helpful for me. And it was lovely watching Amanda and Esther do their thing, and I'm sure in time you'll come to see my gifts too. But let's wait and see what that looks like when it happens, and
Yeah.
no
I'm all
pressure.
right. I'm lucky enough to have seen enough of your gifts already, and yeah, I think you're gonna be a great addition to the team. And yes, I think it's interesting, all the different modalities. I mean, I'm getting to learn a lot too. I think I'm hearing you say you're feeling good to be here for your own recovery, and that's how I feel too. I mean, wow, the work that's done at intensives is something else. And from my experience, like, a lot what you find out there as far as treatment goes is like knowledge, like head knowledge and thinking and smarts. And like, this is something way deeper. This is like feeling and like our bodies knowing,
And I think that's right. I think that's absolutely right. I believe that inside each and every one of us is a part of us that is all-knowing, all-powerful, and getting in touch with that part of me. Also, if I can see that part in you, I can see it in myself. And it's really as simple as that. If I can tap into that power to guide me and to lead me, and I can help you do the same, I think all will be well. The truth is the same in any language. The truth is stable and grounded. And a lot of the time when I'm in my addiction, I'm anything but grounded. I'm in my head and floating off with the fairies. So I need to be keep my feet on the floor and keep grounded and keep in contact with what I call my higher power.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And do you want to share with us a little bit, as we're getting to know you, a little bit about your family, kids?
Sure. Yeah, I'm married. I've been married to Edwina for 37 years nearly, which is
wow.
and she's fantastic. She's a therapist too, so we have interesting family suppers. I have 3 adult children, none of whom live with me anymore, but they're all single still, and we've been waiting for grandchildren. We waited so long for grandchildren, I ended up going and getting a puppy instead.
Aww.
We have a new addition to the family called Rosie, and she's a fox red Labrador, and she's great fun. She'll be around here somewhere causing chaos, and but she's fantastic. And the joy that a new being brings to a family is always great. And whether that
I love dogs.
You're a baby.
Yeah. Yes, and for all of you who are watching, you probably are picking up on Barney's favorite word, because I'm counting. Do you know how many times you've said fantastic at this point?
I have no idea how many times I've said fantastic.
I got three. I was like, oh yes, there it is again. Barney's favorite word, with the awesome accent that he's got with his.
Well, I can't take any credit for the accent. It just sort of happened.
It's fantastic, and I feel so fancy when I'm talking to you. That's a lot. I love
to you too, Tosca. And,
yeah.
We've shared a bit of history now, and and it's like we're going to share more, which is really exciting.
Yeah, it is really exciting. So for everyone that's watching, we sure hope you get an opportunity to see Barney on some meetings. I'm sure he's going to start popping into some different SHiFT Strong meetings, and he'll be at different intensives, and he'll be available to do one-on-one counseling with people. We're so glad to have some male presence on the team. We need that.
Another thing I can't take any credit for.
I think there might be some people saying, Yahoo, we got some, food addiction just seems like such a biased to female world out there.
Well, and I don't know that the addiction is. I think that it's more
true.
The recovery is. I think that, in fact, there's just as many men food addicts, and again, this is a world that the women are leading the globe in recovering from. I think that there's there's an awful lot of men food addicts out there that also need help.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm so grateful that you're like leading the way for them, because I don't know what the hold back is for people seeking help, but yeah, maybe there's some shame. Do you have any idea what it might be?
No, I think that, that there's a lot of societal pressures on men to just be able to deal with their own problems, and food being the beast that it is that, and we see that this with women too, is that so many people think that they just should be able to sort it out themselves. And I think that men have that even stronger in a lot of ways than women. But who knows? There's a myriad of reasons. There's all the big boys don't cry for and what have you, and there's a lot of tears and a lot of sadness that comes with addressing your food addiction in a way that doesn't happen quite so much with the other addictions. So, and there's it was easier somehow for me to admit that I was a gnarly drug addict than it was to admit that I was a hopeless food addict as well. And I think that is the truth for a lot of people.
Yeah, that I do see that. It's like people think they should be able to fix this themselves. Like, why can't, like, and then they get all the messages out there from the diet industry and the health world, like, just shape up your eating, you can do it. And it's like, somehow I can't, though.
And there's so much shame in trying and failing, that we keep ourselves in a loop. And if we're like me, that we think that we have to have all the answers ourselves, that it becomes very difficult to be able to ask for help and actually receive some help, because I'm still so stuck in doing it my way.
Yeah.
So let's hope that more people can say help and reach out to whoever and get some help with it, because I think that there is a real need for us all to address whatever it is with food that we're doing. And I hope to be working with you soon.
Yes, and we need people like you out here so that, people know they can reach out and have someone solid that, aligns with the 12-step world, that, practices abstinence himself, and a weighed and measured food plan, and aligns with the kind of hope that we need out there. So
absolutely. And it's fantastic that we all have a program that can do that.
yeah.
Abstinence first, absolutely, and from there on, we have a chance to address some of the other issues. And once we can do that, we can be happy, joyous, and free, which I never thought was possible until I dealt with my food.
What a miracle. What a miracle. Fantastic. Thank you for this interview, Barney. And we look forward to working with you.
Meet you soon.